Welcome, Capricorn, to a timeless wave of love reading for y'all. Bear in mind a few things about this reading. You have tapped into a collective insight reading via me, and please understand that in doing so, you are admitting that this is not a personal one-to-one reading. However, this is an insight, so however this reading wants to unfold for itself. It is titled the way it is to get you here, so there may be something here within this reading for you. Bear that in mind. Use your discernment to take all of that which belongs to you. And as you leave the reading behind, leave behind with it whatever does not pertain to you. All right, Capricorn. Again, this is, however, brought you here, whether you're a Capricorn or not. Even if you don't even understand what that means. All right. Please bear in mind a few things about me. I am Master 7th, aka 7th, that reads these energies for you. Should you want to know who she is, what she's all about, her details can be found in the description box below. All right. Bear in mind a few little details. I am a master healer that only provides remote wellness. That not only provides remote wellness, but I only provide remote wellness. Now I'm a little clusterfucked. Anyway. I provide remote wellness and tarot intuitive insights such as this. Okay, there's like a mark on the screen that's driving me crazy. Got the schmutz. You ready? All right. Bear in mind that feminine and masculine energies are non-gender specific. However, femininity is masculine and feminine, and masculinity is feminine and masculine as well. All right, wave of love. Deep breath, relax, sit down. I'll walk around, take a walk in the park. All right, take a walk on the streets, Capricorn. You walking all right. Slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race. All right, Capricorn. Structure, family, home life, harvesting, all so important to you, all right? Family is very important to you, but in more ways than one, the biological construct of what that means to be connected to your family is a bit political, okay? As I get the Ace of Swords. All right, so I feel a lot of you want to make it or break it, meaning if that means you need to break it in order to make it, you're going to do it. If you're going to break it in order to make it, you're going to do that too. You're going to figure out where you are in the fork of the road of opportunity of traveling and traversing and what that means, how to get there. If that means how to literally get to a location or the goals and aspirations and situationships that you may need to let go of, unfold, network, resource, and all that jazz in order to arrive to your destination. Stand clear of the closing doors, please. All right. It's New York City subway. Look at that. 10 of Swords, all right? Make it or break it, all right? You're either going to close a chapter, start a new one, or you're going to open up a new one. And in opening up a new one, you're going to be forced to close another one because there are too many doors of opportunity open for you, and you're not really sure which one has your best interest at heart. At the same time, I don't know if you're stepping into the full submersion of things to really trigger all aspects of yourself to figure out whether or not you like the world you've been introduced to, stepped into, or have an opportunity to immerse yourself in or with, whatever that means. Okay, so this is a make it to you break kind of like song and dance for you. You're approaching things with a bit more integrity, I would say. You're also a bit more guarded, especially when it comes to loving the next person, especially if you've come, no matter where this next person is, whether this is the next person that you're committed to right now, but it's new and fresh, and having to really turn the tides internally about what you let go of the past. And then it could be also like figuring out whether or not what the stipulations are for yourself and your expectations of possibly another person in the pursuit of chasing another relationship or another situation. I'm hearing you're fighting for your dominion. Very interesting. Not the wheel of fortune, y'all. There's nothing fortuitous about this shit. But it's the world. Being raw and naked, as the card suggests. Being decadent in that perspective. Not being afraid to be a bit exaggerating, so that way you can give yourself courage. I think that would also help boost positive mental aptitude here, being like exaggerating positivity to the point where you juice yourself up so much that you're like, yeah, I could do this. And then maybe it wasn't like all that it cracked up to be, but boy, did you learn a lot about teaching your ego how to like boost yourself up, a little ego boost. You're really taking yourself seriously in regards to understanding all the ways that your mind is trying to heed warning, all right? The mind plays tricks on us all right? At the same time, the mind is logical. The mind is the ticket to nirvana of yourself and onto others. And people will maybe negate myself and you. If we were to throw that in a conversation, that mind is the highest form of consciousness that you could have control of or be controlled by. And the heart of the emotion, not so much. She a little confused, a little lost, right? He's a little broken, wounded warrior, the heart, right? She's a little like sassy. He's a little betraying, The masculinity and femininity of the heart intelligence is that. Takes a moment of silence. Okay. So you're figuring things out, right? There is a pep to your step while admiring the pain that you're going through, okay? And the shit that you've gone through. 9 of Wands with the King of Wands? Yeah. So again, there's a spring, there's a pop, there's a need to be a bit more physically active. Like, so, some of you dealing with a lot of anger and need to repent this anger may need to have some physical activity in their day to really move those emotions and get that shit detoxed, okay? So you don't lose your shit on the wrong person, lose your shit in the wrong moment. That is more or less teetered to be potentially regrettable, okay? For thyself. So bear in mind with your inner emotions and where they're really forcing you to entertain something at, all right? If you're angry, take a step back, give yourself a space of 10 seconds before you react, okay? However you're going to get to 10. If it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever. If it's 1, 2, whatever you need, count till 10. After that, do your thing. All right? Because the ego that's at war is trying to also win the battle with paying attention to what the ego is saying. So it's literally the earth and fire at war, at odds with each other, not looking at each other. One is shielded a bit more by the strength of it, which is the fire. Fire is a bit more potent to the earth energy here, okay? But the Knight of Pentacles is stronger than the King of Wands here. The King of Wands is just your identity of mastering your pain and wisdom and diligence to take that pursuit of desire and agitation and use that as a motivator. Anger is a great motivator, okay? And my practice, who I am, what I am all about, and what I can offer is all about that. And slicing and dicing is the name of the game. Check out the sister energies of my channel, my other channel, if you'd like to understand how these polarizing energies affect each other, all right? And how separate but equal they really, really are. And to stand united is not to fall divided, okay? Yeah, let's go. Let's go. All right, what else we got here? Be mindful of like individuals, more so I'm someone seemingly older than you, in any role that wants to like teach you about coping skills, because I don't think, just be mindful of that. All right, if somebody is like coming out of the left field a little bit and like saying, hey, this works for me, maybe you should try it. Maybe don't try that. Try something else. Use that as a form of encouragement, to take notes that is an option, but to maybe have that option be the last option. Okay, like, doesn't mean you can't touch it, but just don't pay attention to that person's advocacy as the first rule of thumb. All right, we have 2 thumbs, so go with first one and then give a thumbs up to that one. All right, pause, reflect, choose. Pause, reflect, choose. I gotta write that down. Pause, reflect, choose. I'm gonna see if I can remember this, because this really can help with titling these goddamn readings. Oh, would you look at that? Pause, reflect, choose. Pause, reflect. I forgot. Y'all are laughing. Don't laugh at me. Alright. Forgot a card in the mix. What card was that? The moon. The moon I've forgotten in the mix. Interesting. There's some ancestral shit. Yeah. Ancestral shit that's gonna come popping through. It's good. It's to awaken you. Alright? Is the news good? Maybe not. It depends on what the intent is in triggering the emotional space within you, and in asking you how to make sense of that, you know. Again, the mind will play trick on you. However, it will reason with logic and pragmatism based on how it wants to decipher the emotional aspect of yourself. The emotional aspects are always part of the adventure, right? It's it's turned on more in others than in some than in others. However, I think it's fair to say that big chunk of humanity has some senses to them, not common sense, but the senses of sensory, touch, feeling, taste, and all that jazz, and that's being heightened at this time. There's a lot of fleeting moments here, so bear in mind with that. Yeah, that's it. That's what we're getting, fleeting moments. Back to ancestral. Nope. Okay. You're not going backwards, and I don't think you are either. You're all about going forward, so whatever comes in regards to what has come up in the reading already, it's past tense. Someone may be experiencing a physical loss of someone. If it's known to you or not, it's not something really revealed because this is a collective reading. It's also a natural process to the cyclical cycle of life, so it's not going to be very direct, right? We're not going to say a name. The name is irrelevant, okay? These are very fleeting for you, Capricorn. If you're someone who is chasing like a lot of readings in regards to titled like Capricorn, I'm hearing follow some Cancer readings. Okay, so signs for Cancer, because something within the Capricorn bubble you're not maybe seeing. It's not being triggered the way it really wants to. So Ether wants to trigger you by focusing a little bit of your time getting into a relationship, what Cancer means to you, the astrological sign, not the disease, okay? Yeah, there's something you're not seeing. These are like fleeting moments, energy here coming through here. It's not saying that you can't see the problem. It's just saying that you're not resolving the issue. Yeah, you're not resolving the issue, but you'll understand come in resonating with the reading. You'll make sense of that. It's very slippery, Capricorn, so please be mindful. Of mechanical work. Watch your step, okay? Watch your step. This isn't about watching your back, it's about watching your step. We have Palace, Wisdom. Wow. What I forgot what I wrote down. Pause, reflect, choose. It's kind of like that energy, right? Reflect with the owl giving you permission to sit and stare at it and be in wonderment and feel the energies of life around you, as well as the stillness and possibility that stillness can also be scary at the same time. It's also invigorating and euphoric. And then we have Fire, Burn. It's very much your energy at this time. Even if Capricorn is earth energy, this is the flighty energy of like, yeah, you have a bounce in your step, right? You're grounded, but you also have a bounce in your step. You're secure, but you're also filled with like fucking fire. Just gotta keep burning, breathe. Take a good deep old breath, Capricorn, and things will align for themselves in exact moments for you to be like, oh, okay, all right. A little attitude, but alright, fine. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Alright, that's all that I have for you at this time, Capricorn. I'm wishing you a wonderful morning, noon, or night, wherever you are in the ether of this time and space, and may you keep flowing, growing, and glowing. Take care.